JazzCast Pros.
Hey, what's going on, business besties? What a good day it is to be in business. Welcome to Heart of the Hustle podcast, and I am your host, Motivation. On yesterday, I was in the She Means Business pitch competition for my business, and what an experience. We had to go through 6 weeks of training, and at the end of that training, they offered a pitch competition to pitch our business in front of Citizens Bank, and the grand prize was $5,000. The second prize was $3,000, and the third prize was $2,000. There were over 80 ladies inside of my class from the upstate New York tri-area. From those 80 ladies, 40 of us opted to pitch. Out of that 40, they narrowed it down to 10 people, and I made it to the top 10. I have done pitch competitions before for more money, and I conquered it and won it. So I was confident going in. But some of the people who were entering into the contest may be like some of you guys, and they have never entered into a pitch competition. They didn't know what it entailed. So I'm going to give you a quick journey on the experience and how you can perfect your pitch for your business. Are you an entrepreneur at heart with the mind of a hustler? Then you found the perfect podcast to help you turn your side hustle into a profitable small business so that you can support yourself and your community. Welcome to the Heart of the Hustle podcast. I am your host, Monique. You can call me Motivation. With this podcast, my mission is to teach you all of the things I wish I knew before starting a business so that you can avoid the pitfalls of entrepreneurship and turn your passion into profitability. Legally. This show is brought to you by Dispute Panda, the #1 AI credit repair software in the world. If you're looking to improve your credit, get your free account now by going to www.disputepanda.com. I'm going to tell you really quick the 3 types of pitches that you can prepare your business for. And you can use the same pitch deck for all of these pitches. And share this podcast with 3 of your business besties. 3 people who you know who are in business who don't know it all, just like me. Share this with them so that we can assist each other in getting to our goals, getting to the bag, and reaching success. If you are in Ghana, I don't know what or how we have gotten all the way to Ghana, but I want to give a shout out to those of you who have downloaded my podcast in Ghana and also in Chicago. For those in Ghana, I want to say Madessa. I learned that just for y'all. I want to say thank you to those of you who have downloaded and are listening over in Ghana, and to the people over in Chicago. You guys are downloading it. I've never even been to either city, but I appreciate you guys for listening. If you have an Instagram, please follow my business page. It is all one word, The Groom Room Men's Spa on Instagram. Follow us there. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me with your business questions. I am here to help you and to motivate you. Now, there are a few different kind of pitches that you can enter into. Some are for money. Some are just for notoriety. Some can just be for exposure. Some can be just to build relationships with people. But I'm into the ones that have a check at the end. Funding for your business is going to be a gem. If you can perfect that, you can almost count on entering into at least 3 pitch competitions per year, and some of them start at $10,000. That was my first pitch competition that I won back in 2019, and I was the smallest business there. So the Groom Room Men's Spa was just opening, and I was going up against other businesses in the area that were already making millions of dollars. So in my mind, I'm sitting there, and as I'm learning the curriculum on how to actually pitch, I had no enthusiasm on actually taking home a check until I realized that I was more confident in my business and I knew my business front to back, side to side, because I did not hire people to run my business for me. I was a solopreneur, so I knew my business front to back. So at that particular time for my first pitch competition, I learned all the ins and outs. I learned what we would call a pitch deck is, to piggyback off our last episode, is your business plan in a presentation mode. So your pitch deck is almost similar. All the information from your business plan will go into your pitch deck. And that is what the presentation that you would be presenting at a pitch competition is. Sort of like you either get 1 to 4 minutes to break down the details of your business plan, of your business structure, and either the investors or someone who is a sales opportunity or a target client, they can intake exactly what your business does, will do, or what problem it can solve in that allotted time that you have. So the first thing that I had to learn for the business pitch is confidence. You have to be confident on the problem that you are solving. You have to be confident in your business plan and exactly what your business does before you even step foot in there. Now, me going up against these $1 million businesses was kind of scary until they let me see that they were not confident. I am very, very confident in the Groom Room and Spa and Lounge and my Love Monkey products. I know them front to back because I handmade them and I knocked down the walls here myself. I built my back office myself. My finances are done by me. Well, not anymore. I'm smart enough to get a CPA now. But back then, everything was done by me. Being in my first pitch competition with the multi-million-dollar earners taught me a lot. There were 15 of us, and I came in the top 3 and won one of the $10,000 prizes for my business. Now that fueled the fire for me to learn more about how to pitch my business. For some of us, pitching for funding for our business is crucial because some of us, we don't know anything about financing or financial planning. We don't have any loans or investors lined up to plant a seed for our business. So we have to find other avenues on how to actually increase our money in order to get to where we need to be. So for me, it was not just about funding, but about exposure for my business. So when you're in a pitch competition, you have to go in strong. I would say there are a few steps that are pivotal in your pitch deck. And the biggest two for me is the intro, where you are introducing who you are, why you are relevant to the industry, why your product is the product of the year or the product to choose, whether it's a pitch for service or product. You have to come in strong with your intro. They have to know that you know and you are confident in who you are and your abilities to provide the service or your belief in the product that you are pitching, right? And the second strongest in the pitch deck should be your solution. Your solution is why you are solving the problem, why you should be the reason people are seeking you, why you are kind of like the messiah to the problem that the people have, why your product or your service is the messiah, right? So when I did that pitch competition, I went in and everyone went in and we did our presentation, but I noticed that all the big companies had notebooks and cue cards. They could not pitch without notebooks and cue cards. And they were even asking their assistants in front of the investors answers to their financial questions because they didn't know it. So what I did is I wrote a script. And writing a script is going to be an amazing crutch for you. It's going to give you that extra oomph that people will need to see that you know your business top to bottom. So being able to actually write a script on index cards and match it up with your presentation is going to look like you are working magic, because it's going to look like you flowing off the head, but you really have memorized a script. So what I did was I memorized my script and I went in without any index cards. I had no index cards, and I went in and I looked it like a pro. I looked at like I was $1 million company. I even dressed in my branded colors. I matched the slides that were playing in a presentation, and every question that the investors asked me, I knew, not because my assistant told me. I didn't have to phone a friend. I didn't have to tag somebody in out of the audience to tell me the numbers. I knew it because I live it. Knowing your business well before you enter into a pitch competition is going to set you a bar ahead. Okay. Now let me give you 4 reasons why you are pitching. 4 reasons why you would create a pitch deck and enter into a pitch competition. 1 is for funding. I told you I like the pitch competitions that have a check at the end of them. If I'm going to give you 6 weeks of my life, I love the knowledge that they gave during this program on how to gain more financial literacy and organization about my business. But it was the funding at the end of it with a check attached to it that sort of fueled the fire for me to be in the competition, because business is all about return on investment. And if you can use OPP, which is other people's money, why not? Why not take the chance to learn something new from the cohort that I was in? I learned a lot of new stuff, but then I also got a check at the end of it. So it was worth 6 weeks of my life. The second reason you are pitching would be exposure. Exposure for your business, exposure for your brand, exposure for your services or your product. Even if you don't win the check at the end of your pitch competition, that's like going on Shark Tank. People who go on Shark Tank and lose still win, because you have pitched it not just to the investors that are sitting on those chairs. They show the show all across America. So you got more than 80 million people watching this show who are therefore going to go to your website and they're going to purchase product from you. So win, lose, or draw, exposure is still going to equal out to funding if you pitch it right. If you pitch your business correctly, if I didn't go home with that check yesterday, everybody on the live, everybody on the Zoom now knows about the Groom Room, and they're in driving distance to get here. So now they know about a new spa that they've never heard about before, that they can either gift their loved ones to for their birthdays, anniversaries, Father's Day, Christmas. They now know about us, and I believe with all of me that they jotted it down and that they will be here. So even if I didn't get the check, I got the exposure. Number 3 would be to validate your idea. You get so much feedback from the investors. I'm going to say it again, like on Shark Tank. Even if they don't choose to invest into your business, they can validate if you have a good idea. They can see your numbers. They can see who's your competitors. They can see your growth of revenue. They can see your growth plan, and they can give you feedback on whether or not you are going in the right direction, whether or not your business is a profitable business or a viable business. Okay. So to validate your idea, you can also pitch your idea and get validation. And number 3, of course, is to build relationships. So you will build a relationship that may not end up in funding, but you can gain a mentor. You can gain a friend. Through the program that I was just in, I gained 5 new friendships that I can feed off in business. 1 is a grant writer. 1 is going to help me set up another section to add on to my business. You can build relationships because everybody in there is hungry. Everybody in there is looking for the same thing that you're looking for, either in a different business lane or just looking to assist you get to your next level. So to build relationships, okay? This show is brought to you by Dispute Panda. the number one AI credit repair software in the world. If you're looking to improve your credit, get your free account now by going to www.disputepanda.com. disputepanda.com. So if you guys need dispute letters, it's so easy just to log on. You don't have to pay somebody to do your credit anymore. Disputepanda.com has everything that you need to take control of your credit. Log on to www.disputepanda.com. Do you want to have smooth, luxurious skin? Do you want to have lashes that enhance your features more? If so, be sure to book Pretty in Pink Beauty because she is now your go-to esthetician. Follow her on Instagram at Pretty in Pink Beauty or give her a call at 585-287-3654. I'm going to tell you the 3 types of pitches that you can prepare your business for. And you can use the same pitch deck for all of these pitches. One is an investor. An investor pitch is you going into a room like I did with people who have money. These people are looking to invest into your business. They are looking for people who have already done their due diligence and done most of the work for them. They're looking for people to grow their money, that they can plant a seed into your business and grow. Okay. The investors are definitely going to want something back from your business, either to own a percentage of your business or to have a profit from their investment in your business for a certain amount of time, right? So you will be pitching to investors for money to plant a seed into your business. A sales pitch would be like me competing for a contract against another spa or against another business. They are looking to buy into your business. They have money. They want to buy into your business, not as an investor, but they want to buy your services in a wholesale aspect, or they want to buy your services in bulk. And the third kind of pitch that you should prepare your business for is a product pitch. My product pitch is how I won the $10,000. My Love Monkey beard products, that's what I pitched back in 2019. And I grew that business with winning the pitch competition for the $10,000. So you pitching a product, your product has to solve a problem. Your product has to make sense. It has to solve a problem for the consumer. It has to look good. It has to be presentation ready. But in your pitch, you have to make sure that you are pitching it as if it is gold and golden. Okay. What I want to do is to shine a light on what the pitch competition looks like for entrepreneurs. For us, it should be kind of like an interview. It's like you sitting in a room with people and they're interviewing your company. Like they want to either hire your company to sell them something or hire your company to do a thing or solve a problem. This should be like a first impression because this is you introducing your business to either a bigger business such as a bank who is going to be an investor, or you should make it feel like a performance. That's what it was for me. On yesterday, that was a performance for me. I sat and I wrote out my script, and I was an actor on yesterday because I did not make one mistake. I did not stutter. I did not mispronounce one word wrong. It was a performance for my business. I was a performer for my business, introducing my business to the investors by doing what? Storytelling. You doing your pitch deck should feel like you are naturally telling a story about your business, how you started it, who you are, how you're going to end up, how high you're going to go, what is the height of your business, how you're going to grow your business. This should be you telling a story about your business. I want you to think of it like you are making a commercial for your business. When you stand in front of people, you want to be looking your best, in your brand colors, looking professional and presentable, clean nails, clean hair, clean everything, to make sure that you actually making a commercial for your business. How would you want to see your business on a TV screen or on radio? How would you want that to be heard? So to make sure that you are making your pitch more like a storytelling or a commercial, just to build awareness for your brand.
Hey, if you like this episode, check out Getting Real with Bossy, where we chat about what it's like to be a woman business owner.
You'll hear interviews with women who are doing what it takes to succeed and the reality of what that looks like.
We cover all the topics, figuring out the rules and regulations, navigating business partnerships,
even if that's your spouse, motherhood while running a business, working within your values,
and all the ups and downs of being the boss.
Are you ready to get real? Pop over to our podcast, Getting Real with Bossy.
I want to do something special. I want to give you guys a pitch deck sample. So if you click the link inside of this episode of Heart of the Hustle podcast, we are going to give you a sample of a pitch deck and some information that you will need on how to make your own pitch deck. But you should have done your due diligence from our last podcast and started on your business plan. So the information from your business plan can now transfer over into your pitch deck. So we're going to leave you guys with some samples on how to create a pitch deck. And again, I wish you guys luck. If you guys are in any pitch competitions, write some comments below in this episode and let me know how you do. If you need pitch coaching, I can also offer that to you. DM me through Instagram at the Groom Room Men's Spa on Instagram and let me know how this episode has given you a little bit of inspiration or a little bit of motivation on how to be confident in your pitch or building your pitch deck for when you go and get that money. Let me know if you guys have won a pitch competition before. How was your experience? Because yesterday when I went in for that pitch competition, I wasn't nervous at all. I was very confident that I was going to come home with one of those 3 checks, and my gut feeling told me it was going to be the top check, and I was right. And I'm so grateful that the Groom Room Men's Spa and Lounge has secured funding for us so we can now get our radio ads going for the summer, so we can get those men in here for those pedicures because it is now vacation season. If you are in the upstate New York area and have not visited us, we are the Groom Room Men's Spa and Lounge. You can book with us at www.groomroommensspa.com. We will save your seat. We will be pleased to have you. And again, I wish you guys luck for any pitch competitions that you enter, and I will drop a gem for you. You can find a lot of pitch competitions on Eventbrite. Go to Eventbrite. They post them on Eventbrite. Go on LinkedIn and just hashtag the word pitch competition. There are so many of them out there. Make sure that you are ready. Make sure that you fit the criteria. Make sure that you are practicing, but make sure you go in with the script so you're not all over there like me using the crutch words all the time. Write yourself out a script so that you sound professional and that you sound seasoned in your business. Okay? I'm going to do something else. For whoever DMs me their pitch deck, if you make a pitch deck, send it to me on Instagram and I will audit it for you. I will help you. I will go through your pitch deck for you. If you are preparing for a pitch competition, I will look it over for you. For the first 5 people, my first 5 people to inbox me their pitch deck through Instagram. You can send it over to me if you make it on Canva. I will look it over and audit it for you for free. Who is doing that for you? People charge. You know how much they charge you to audit a pitch deck? That's like auditing your business plan for you. So I'm going to gift that to my listeners for the first 5 people to send me over their pitch deck over on Instagram through the Groom Room Men's Spa and Lounge Instagram. I'm going to order that for you, okay? Are you ready to elevate from a hustler's mindset to that of a CEO? Subscribe now so that you'll be the first to know when new episodes drop. The Heart of the Hustle podcast on the JazzCast Pros Network. Visit heartofthehustlepodcast.com or just hit the subscribe button below. And I want you to remember one thing: nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. Over and out.